What's up everyone, it's Adam from Lifeguard. I'm Tam back with a brand new lifeguarding video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about what it's like being a lifeguard. I know a lot of you guys watching this video are wondering if lifeguarding is worth it. What does it feel like to be on the job, to be a lifeguard, to save someone? Basically, I'm going to give you guys a run through of my experience being a lifeguard for 6+ years, what it feels like, the amount of money you make, like how it is being on the job. Now, before I dive into this, if you guys are new to the channel, I make a bunch of content about how to pass the lifeguard certification course, how to pass the swimming exams at the beginning, basically everything you need to know about being a lifeguard. So definitely consider subscribing and liking the video if you're new to the channel. Now, I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. I'm just gonna give you guys off the rip how I feel about being a lifeguard, what it's like. And it's very dependent on multiple factors. And one of the factors is obviously where you work. Number two is the time of year, how popular the facility is. And obviously the last one being how much experience you have. Now, starting off as a lifeguard, your first shift, it feels amazing. It's very rewarding and you feel like you're in charge and you just sitting up on the stand, looking over everyone, calling out what happens. Like you feel authoritative and you feel confident. And that's completely natural to think of that because realistically, you're sitting at a higher level than everyone else and you're looking over everyone. So you have that position of power and it feels good. But also there's this element of nerves because yes, you want to help people out. Yes, you want to be there and get paid. But you also don't want anything crazy to happen that requires like extreme first aid, CPR, or anything like that. So you're excited to be there, you're in charge, you feel really good, but you're also hoping that nothing happens that requires like a high level of skill to execute as a lifeguard, being a rookie lifeguard. So that's kind of the balance, especially with me. I just remember my first shift being like, please don't drown, please don't drown, please don't drown. And just looking at swimmers and like, you would notice some swimmers are stronger than others. And you, in your mind, you'd be like hoping the weaker swimmers don't do anything stupid. It's like completely natural to think of those things. So being a lifeguard early on, it's mixed emotions, but it's mainly happy and you're very excited. Now, I'm not gonna downplay this. It depends on where you work, obviously, but there's gonna be times that's very uneventful. And those days are good. You don't wanna be lifeguarding at a very eventful pool where you have to constantly save people, constantly help people out. There's different places like that, like wave pools, water parks, or very extreme like ocean fronts that are known for crazy waves. There's places like that that has high volumes of rescues that are just known for more like professional lifeguards. But as someone who just wants a casual summer job, some places that you work at will just be very uneventful. You're just sitting around on a chair and you're getting paid, which feels like, wow, I'm not doing anything. But you have to think of it like this. They're paying you for being there in case something does happen, because you're gonna be responsible, you're gonna have to handle it. So they're not paying you for the 99% of the time you're there, they're paying you for the 1% when something does happen and you're trained and you have to act on your best interest and act by the book and make the rescue and make sure everyone's okay. So that's kind of how the mindset of a lifeguard needs to be. Don't feel like, oh, I'm not doing anything, because when stuff happens, you are 100% responsible. You have to be clutched. So it's kind of like a big time role. It's very situational and it takes a lot of responsibility. Now in the summertime when you're lifeguarding, especially when you're on like a solo full coverage type shift where you're watching the whole pool and there's a lot of people, there's gonna be plenty of things to do. You're gonna be telling people to stop doing things. It's gonna be a very fast flying day. The hours will not drag on if you're guarding a very popular pool, a very popular ocean front. You're outdoors, you're getting the sun, you're drinking water. The day goes by really, really fast. However, if you're at a place that's like the off season, there's not a lot of people and you're in a solo shift, the day will drag a little bit, but it'll be uneventful and you'll be able to, you know, guard at a very calm pace. Now, a thing I like about lifeguarding is that the hours is very dependent on your schedule and when you want it to be. There's gonna be times where you're in school or maybe you're guarding with a lot of staff. You have your breaks in between, you do your rotations, you have the on and off, the total coverage, the half coverage. You have a lot of flexibility about what you want, especially when starting work as a lifeguard. You can pick the days you want to work. It could be at night, it could be in the morning, super early, it could be in the afternoon, especially if it's indoor, outdoor. It's not dependent on the sun. So you could work like a super night shift, closing shift that ends at 9 p.m. Doesn't really matter. It's just, you can guard whenever you want and you can do it full time or you can do part time. So it's very dependent on what you want to do, which makes it that much better. Now, I highly recommend if you're someone who's contemplating becoming a lifeguard, if you grab 1 or 2 friends and you take the course and you find a job together and you work that summer, you're gonna absolutely love it. It's a blast. You're part of a team. You're with people you know, you're with people you like. It's just a great feeling. You're in a very rewarding place. You're by the ocean, you're by a lake, you're by a pool, you're getting a tan. It's like where you wanna be in the summer, and you're getting paid. So being a lifeguard is a very rewarding experience. It teaches you responsibility. Some of my best summers of my life have been lifeguarding. So I highly recommend you give it a shot. If you're someone who's on the fence of whether or not you're a good enough swimmer, go to a public pool, practice this lifeguard swim test. I have videos on my channel about that. And if you can do it on your own, you can do it in the course and you can learn all the skills and you can become a lifeguard. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. I'll see you all in the next upload. Thanks so much. Peace out.